Laena!
No. Welcome back, reactors. Another Sunday. You know what that means. House of the Dragon, episode 6 is finally here. We got a big time jump. So I have no idea what to expect. All I know is that each episode gets better and better and gets crazier and crazier. Episode 6. You came here for a Reel It In reaction. But first, like this video, hit that subscribe button because it's time to reel it in. Are we starting it off like this? Rhaenyra giving birth? The show in the childbirths.
A boy, princess.
Praise Mother.
It's a boy.
Healthy. Kicking like a goat, princess.
Healthy baby.
The Queen has requested that the child be brought to her immediately.
That quickly? Why, Alicent? Why?
I'll take him myself.
You should remain a bed, princess.
Yes, I should. Help me dress.
Wow. Just gave birth and now you're gonna walk around? That's crazy.
I'm glad I'm not a woman.
The fact that she has to walk to show Alicent proof that her baby is a boy and that it is hers. This whole scene is like, it's a one shot. Oh, look who it is.
Princess?
The fact that he still has a job is crazy.
Tell you fetch a cushion for the princess.
There's no need.
Nonsense.
What happy news this morning.
Indeed, Your Grace.
Woo! That man lost a lot of hair.
Does the babe have a name yet?
We haven't spoken.
Joffrey. He'll be called Joffrey.
Joffrey.
It's an unusual name for a Valerian.
Oh, because Joffrey was the one that died at the wedding. Sir Christian Cole. So in honor, naming the kid, the baby after him. I see that.
Well done, my girl. I do hope the labor was easy.
Did he lose an arm?
Do keep trying, Selena. Sooner or later, you may get one who looks like you.
And she can tell just off of that.
You don't think to consult me before you name my child.
He's our child, is he not?
Only one of us is bleeding.
Dang, look at the floor. Oh my. Woo! She's got 2 kids, 3 kids now.
We chose an egg for the baby.
Not every day an egg leaves the dragon pit, princess. I thought it best.
Laena and I thank you, Commander.
Another boy, I heard.
That's the real daddy right there. That's the real daddy. We got a new dragon here.
Call Vermax to heal Princess Aerys.
The Highness.
The dragon obeys.
Can I say it?
Dracarys. They about to burn
Dracarys Vermax.
burn this goat alive.
Daemon, we have a surprise for you. You're the only one of us without a dragon.
Indeed.
So, we found one for you.
Behold, the pink dread.
It's a pig with wings. That's jacked up.
Carefully, first flight's always rough.
That's jacked up. Daemon, what are you doing, man? Way down in the dragon's pit.
You sure it wasn't our Aegon who put them up to it?
It was probably for sure Aegon.
It's a wonder to me their eggs ever hatched.
He's the oldest one. You know he came up with the idea.
To have one child like that is a mistake. To have 3 is an insult. To the throne, to you. To House Velaryon and the match you battled so hard to make for her.
I had a black mare once. One day, she escaped her pasture, and the neighboring stallion sired a foal on her. Just the most unremarkable brown horse you ever saw. Nature is a thing of mysterious works.
This man has gone through it within this 10-year time jump.
Do my senses lead me astray, or is everyone else asleep, dreaming the same woolly dream?
New besties.
The Princess Rhaenyra is brazen and relentless. A spider who stings and sucks her prey dry. Spoiled.
Yo, I hate him. I hate him now. I don't like him no more.
That was beneath me, Your Grace. I apologize.
Man, forget this guy. He's still moody about that night. 10 years and he's still the same way. Because that's just like the perfect spot to do this.
The peg. Was it your plot?
No. It was the two of them. I couldn't be sure.
Aemond is your brother.
Oh, he's a twat.
We are family. As things stand, Rhaenyra will ascend the throne and Jacaerys Targaryen will be her heir.
So?
Your very life could be forfeit.
Then I won't.
You are the challenge! You are the challenge, Aegon! Simply by living and breathing!
Alicent.
Everyone in the realm knows, in their blood and in their bones, is that one day you will be our king.
There he is. Golly, that dragon is huge! With a 10-year time jump, Daemon still looks the same.
Permanent residence here in Pentos. This manse I would gift to you, outright.
We are travelers. We've already extended our visit here.
It's a most generous offer.
Both of them are not on the same page.
You are considering Prince Reggio's offer.
We have a good life here. We're free to do as we please. Welcomed and feted.
And eternally guessed.
Precisely.
I want my child to be born where I was born, on Driftmark. And at my end, I want to die a dragon rider's death.
He's like, I'm done talking about the situation right now.
Soften your knees. Feet light.
You'll certainly form a lifelong bond, wouldn't you agree?
That is the hope, Your Grace.
Keyword, hope.
Let's see if you can touch me. You and your brother.
Aemon and Aegon versus Sir Criston Cole.
I have to do better than that.
Weapons up, boys. Give your enemies no quarter.
Seems the younger boys could do better with a bit of your attention.
Ah, favors. He has favors. Of course he does.
Eldest son against eldest son.
It's hardly a fair match.
I know you've never seen true battle, sir, but when steel is drawn, a fair match isn't something anyone should expect. Blades up. Engage.
Okay.
Foul play. I'll deal with him.
This is getting interesting.
Use your feet!
Use your feet?
Cruelty. To the weaker opponent.
Your interest in the Princeling's training is quite unusual, Commander. Most men would only have that kind of devotion toward a cousin.
Or a son.
Or a brother.
Or a son.
Or a son.
Oh! Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Shit. Damn. Woo! Oh, he's out. He's out.
Start again!
Hey, that man's got to defend his kids. Secretly, you know what I'm saying? Secretly.
He is a knight of the King's Guard now. Sail, Prince. A defender of future heir to the throne.
You have laid us open to accusations
of an uglier treachery. Don't play the fool with me, boy.
Your intimacy with the Princess Rhaenyra is an offense that would mean exile and death. For you, for her, for the children.
The hand of the king has caught on.
This flimsy shield alone stands between you and the headsman.
You publicly assaulted a knight of the King's Guard in the defense of your...
Be careful, be careful, be careful.
You have your honor, and I have mine.
Oh man, if word gets out that he's the father of her kids and the truth comes out, whew, whew, it's gonna be hot in King's Landing.
And I have played my part here.
This was our agreement. I have not begrudged you. But
There's always a but.
you do not desert your post when the storm lashes.
The wise sailor flees the storm as it gathers.
Wow.
As your princess and the heir to the throne, you are commanded to remain in King's Landing and at my side.
Yeah, you can't leave now.
But if you wish to be a rider, you must claim that right. Your father will tell you the same.
Father ignores me.
He's doing his best.
Come on, Daemon. What are you doing? Ignoring your kids?
Rhaenyra has delivered another son.
Does your brother mention if this one also bears a marked but entirely coincidental resemblance to the commander of the City Watch?
Perhaps I too am not the wife you would have wished for yourself.
Laena.
It does not pain me. I have made my peace.
Man, you got a black queen right here. You better treat her right.
The Brackens and the Blackwoods will use any excuse to spill each other's blood. There will be country folk who know where the lines have been drawn for generations.
That is easy enough.
She didn't like that. Hand of the king agreeing with Rhaenyra.
Let us be finished.
Viserys like, yeah, I'm done. Pack it up and go.
Wait. I wish to speak.
Be seated.
She's still standing?
Strife between our families of late, my queen. But we are one house. Long before that, we were friends.
We're friends.
My son, Jacaerys, will inherit the Iron Throne after me. I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena. Ally ourselves. Once and for all.
She don't want that.
The king and I thank you for your offer, and we will consider it duly. You must rest now, husband. She is desperate.
We're a family. Let us put aside these childish quarrels. Join hands and be stronger for it.
You may do as you wish, husband. When I am cold in my grave.
Yo, I hate her. Have I said that already? I hate her. Her and Sir Criston Cole.
I have come to resign my position as Hand of the King.
What?
My son Harwin has disgraced himself, but there is a shadow over my house, and it grows ever darker. I can no longer serve you with integrity.
What is this shadow?
Oh my gosh.
Name it if it casts such a gloom.
No.
Yes.
Don't.
You will continue in your service to the crown.
I would then ask leave to take my son from court and escort him back to the family seat at Harrenhal, and will be Lord of Harren's castle one day. It is time he assumed his duties there.
Do it. It's going to help me.
It is now that I most rue the absence of my own father. He wouldn't hesitate to speak the truth to the king if Otto Hightower was still at hand.
You cannot say, my queen, that your father would be impartial in this matter.
No, but he would be partial to me. In all of King's Landing is there no one to take my side?
I am prepared to offer you mercy. If you're prepared to pay a little price.
What price is that? What y'all about to do? Oh no!
Must push! Push! Needs to come out!
Man, 2 bursts in 1 episode? Woo! They going all in on this episode. What?
I've reached the limit of my art. The child will not come.
Shoot. That's not good.
Try to remove the infant by way of the blade. But I cannot say for a surety whether it lives.
Would the mother survive it?
Oh, God.
No.
She's bleeding and she's out there.
Dracarys!
Vhagar? What? No.
Dracarys!
No! No!
Dracarys!
No. She's even like, no, I'm not doing that. Daemon, where are you? Your wife is trying to off herself right now.
Laena!
No. No, 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 no. That news is gonna have Sir Rhaenyra just... Sister dead.
I will be a stranger when we meet again.
The true father is now leaving.
We will exchange letters by Raven. Won't that be fun?
Is Harwin strong, my father?
You are a Targaryen. That's all that matters.
You are a bastard, though. But we gotta keep that quiet.
The Dragonstone, then?
I should have left years ago.
If you were absent from court, she would pour her honey in your father's ear.
The wise sailor flees the storms it gathers.
Using his quote.
Bring him. We'll need every sword we can muster.
Bring your side chick. Well, he happy now. Both of them happy. Oh, snap. No! Oh my gosh, Harwin. Is he dead? Is Harwin dead? No. Oh my. Jeez.
But for them, you surrender what you should not.
This man is something else.
The Queen makes a wish. What servant of the realm would not strive to fulfill it? I assume you will write to your father now?
I did not wish for this.
You will reward me
Wow.
when the time is right.
This show is wild. This show is wild. Turned on them just like that. Oh my god, dude. Jesus, dude. Oh my. There's so much to unpack in this episode. Oh my god. Comment down below what you guys think. This is an episode. That's all I'll say. This is an episode. Alright, a lot to unpack in this episode, but what are my thoughts? I enjoyed this episode. It felt like a new introduction to the show, given the fact we do a 10-year time jump, right? So it has to catch us up to what's been happening over these 10 years, which I think the show does pretty well. Not the best, but pretty well, because obviously that's a lot of story that is missing from us, the viewers. I mean, a 10-year time jump is huge from where we left off in episode 5. And for them to tell us all this information, catch us up within an hour and 8 minutes, I believe this is the longest episode this season. I don't think any episode after this is going to touch the runtime of this episode. So for them to catch us up as to what has happened over the 10-year time jump, where are our characters at, where are they at in the physical state and the mindset of our characters, where are they at now? And I think the show does a pretty decent job. But let's talk. I'm going to be jumping around all throughout this review. But wow. First off, I want to say Vhagar is humongous. Huge. I mean, the biggest dragon in Westeros. Huge. But Vhagar actually did not want to do it. But it's kind of crazy, like, she could not give birth. Obviously that has her in distraught and in pain, and she can't give birth. You know, she's going down a dark path, which you think, oh, it's going to turn out like how it did in episode 1, where Rhaenyra's mother died of childbirth. You think, oh, Laena's going to, you know, have that same fate. But that wasn't true. But before this all happened, she talked about the Daemon that she wants to, you know, go back home, see her brother again. But most importantly, she would rather die a dragon rider's death. And in this episode, she dies a dragon rider's death by calling on Vhagar, Dracarys, and just burns her alive. I was like, oh my god. And she was so quick to make that decision. I feel like that just happened so quick. And then Daemon tried to get out there, and he was like, he should have been running, but still, she was just so quick to just end her life like that. I mean, she had kids. She had 2 kids, and she just, like, didn't even say goodbye to them, and just, you know, offed herself like that. I was, like, I wonder if Vhagar is going to suffer consequences. Vhagar is just obeying orders, and I'm just so shocked about that. I don't know how I feel about that situation. I mean, I feel like Laena would say goodbye to her kids or something, but just to immediately leave the area where she was about to give childbirth and just kill herself like that was absolutely insane. Just wild. Now, talking about the 2 people that I hate officially now, and hopefully you are on the same boat. Alicent hate train and Sir Christian Cole hate train. Now, we gotta separate the actors from the characters. We hate the characters, but we love the actors. But Alicent throwing shade. We'll get to what she was doing at the end, for sure. But Sir Christian Cole, we're going to start off. I really did love how Harwin beat this man. But he baited him. Sir Christian Cole baited Harwin in, and Harwin went for it. He should have known. He should have known what Sir Christian Cole was doing. He was antagonizing him. He wanted that to happen. Just for everyone to see. The kids to see. It's pretty much the lie, the hidden lie that's been, you know, hidden by Harwin, Rhaenyra, and Sir Laenor is basically there's some truth to it now. Now the fact that Sir Christian Cole baited Harwin into that, and therefore Harwin, you know, lashed out. Therefore proving Sir Christian Cole right. Therefore Sir Christian Cole can tell Alicent this is what happened. You know, because he's so loyal to Alicent after she saved his life that night of the wedding. So he's like devoted to Alicent now. And they are like a tag team. And I'm just so surprised by Harwin that he actually got baited in. But wow. But I got a really good question. Hopefully you guys can answer it. Because this doesn't make sense. How did Harwin get expelled from the City Watch, but Sir Christian Cole suffered no consequences for the night of the wedding? How? That's not answered in this episode. That doesn't make sense. I feel like Sir Christian Cole got off that night. I mean, Sir Laenor, he killed the person you love. You think you want some revenge, right? I mean, he is a warrior, as we think, and as he told us in this episode. You're telling me Sir Laenor was just cool about that night and just brushed it off, and Sir Christian Cole serves no time? Like, basically, this man killed a man during a wedding. Not only that, punched Sir Laenor in the face and suffers no consequences. But Harwin, throwing punches on Sir Christian Cole, you know, gets outed. Has to leave. Like, That doesn't make sense. But moving on, Alicent and Larry's in this episode, I believe I said his name right. They are something else. She tried to say at the end, oh, I did not want that to happen. I didn't want that to happen. Basically, he just took your words and just went with it. She was talking to him and saying that how she wants her father back, Otto back. He's still alive after these 10 years. But, you know, after he was fired from being Hand of the King, she's like, oh, I wish my father was back to be Hand of the King. And he was like, Larry's just like, all right, fine. Ain't that crazy? Just nice and swiftly decides to send guys over to burn the place down, supposedly, I'm pretty sure, killing his father, and obviously killing Harwin. I mean, Harwin's death is on screen, but the Hand of the King, his death is off screen, but I'm pretty sure both of those two are dead, therefore bringing Otto back to be what? The Hand of the King. And then her, Alicent, saying, oh, I didn't want this to happen, when necessarily you didn't want it to happen that way. But you did want Otto back to be the Hand of the King. You see what I'm saying? And it's funny because the Hand of the King was about to resign, and Alicent wanted him to tell the truth. She wanted him to tell the truth because she knew there was some truth that Rhaenyra's kids are Harwin. After she told Sir Rhaenyra, keep trying. Sooner or later, the kids will soon look like yours. Like, I will admit, that was a savage line. That was a for sure savage line by Alicent. But it happens. Fire burns. Those two are dead. Larry's is back and telling her, I got it done. She's like, oh, I didn't want it to happen this way. Well, it did. Well, now look at it, Alicent. Now you owe him. Now he tells her, yeah, I did that for you. Now I'm due for a bigger prize. What could that prize be? I have no clue. You think Alicent has Larry's in her pocket. Now it's Larry's having Alicent in his pocket. You see how that works? That's just crazy. And if you wanted to get like real into it, this is what I'm thinking right now. My head's racing right now with all these thoughts. But I will say this. Isn't it crazy how Daemon loses his wife to Vhagar in fire, and Rhaenyra loses her secretly husband, the father to her kids, to fire? Both Daemon and Rhaenyra lost their significant others to fire. That's some crazy writing right there, right? That's called reading in between the lines right there. But that's wild. That's wild. And the news, like episode 7 is about to be crazy because the news has to break. Sir Rhaenyra. I mean, I saw the trailer for next episode. Sir Rhaenyra sees that Laena is dead. That's wild. And then Rhaenyra is going to find out that Harwin is dead too. Whew. I mean, he's the father of her 3 kids. Everyone thinks Sir Rhaenyra is the father of the 3 kids when clearly kids don't look nothing alike. Which is why Alicent wanted her at the beginning of the episode after giving childbirth to, let me see your kid. Being as savage as she is, needs to see the truth with her own eyes right after the childbirth, just to, prove a point that, yeah, these kids that she keeps giving birth to don't look like Sir Rhaenyra. They're starting to look like Harwin. I think we're going to put 2 and 2 together. This episode's mainly about maintaining a lie. And then that lie is being harder and harder to, keep underneath. And there's cracks in between the lie. Therefore, the truth starts to seep out and others catch on quicker than others. Viserys doesn't see it. He don't see anything, to be honest. Viserys going through it. He lost an arm, too. He has no arm. I mean, good gracious. That's wild. So not only this episode's all about maintaining the lie, but we're introduced to the kids now. Aegon has grown. Aemon has grown. Rhaenyra's got 3 kids now. 2 full-grown kids and a newborn baby. And I feel like the family drama in this episode is starting to seep or pass on. That's the best to use. Pass on to the kids. And that's what you don't want as a parent. But it's starting to look like that. I mean, we all know what's going to happen. It's going to be a family war, a civil war, you know, between the family. This one family is going to be broken apart. You see it in this episode in little glimpses. It's going to happen. Alicent is in her son's ear. Sooner or later, Rhaenyra is going to be in her son's ear. And boom, that's just going to, it's going to blow up. And it's not going to, it's going to all burn down. It's going to all burn down. We heard it in episode 1. The only way a house can fall is from the inside. And it's slowly getting to that point. But I enjoyed episode 6. There's plenty of other things to talk about, but I could talk about this stuff for a whole nother hour, but I'm going to cut it off here. But I enjoyed this episode. I don't think it's the best episode. I believe IMDb will tell me otherwise, but I think this was a decent episode. Another fun week with House of the Dragon. But what did you guys think of my reaction? What do you think about this review? Feel free to comment down in the comment section and talk about this episode. But yeah, episode 6 is down. We got 7, 8, 9, and 10. 4 more episodes left. Enjoy it while we can. Enjoy it while we can before we gotta go on break and we don't get House of Dragon for a whole nother year. But here at Realit Reactions, I enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you guys did too. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications so that you don't miss my next reaction to House of the Dragon. This is Realit Reactions. I am Realit Miles. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.